previous lesson, we learned about comparing fraction. And if you want to appreciate ordering of fractions, you should understand comparing fraction. And I believe now we all know how to compare fraction using greater than, less than, or what, equal to. And under ordering of fraction, we have two main terms. We have what is called ascending order. One, ascending order. Ascending order. And two, descending order. One may ask, what is an ascending order? Always ascending order, we arrange it from the smallest to the what? Largest. I take it again. For ascending order, we arrange it from the smallest to the largest. Descending order too, you arrange it from the largest to the smallest. Now, let me take whole numbers to explain ascending and what? Descending order. If you are asked to arrange 3, 9, 2, 1, and 8 in ascending order. In ascending order. So the key term is ascending and descending order, because under ordering of fraction, if you do not understand these two main concepts, you cannot arrange your fraction or what? Whole numbers. That's why I'm starting with what? Whole numbers. So we have 3, 9, 2, 1, and what? 8. If you are asked to arrange from the smallest number to the what? Largest number. What is the smallest number here? Is what? 1. The next number is what? 2, because you cannot take 8. After 1, we move from what? 2. The next number is what? 3. So 2, 3. Even though we are not having 4, but we looking into these numbers, we have 9 here and 8 here, and 8 and 9. Which one is less? It's 8. So our next number will be what? 8. This means the last number is 9. So you bring your arrow, ascending order. I will use the same numbers to explain descending order. And once we know ascending order, descending order becomes simple. Descending order is the reversal of ascending order. And descending order, I said we arrange from the largest to the what? Smallest. And to arrange this number from the largest to the smallest, we start from 9, 8, 3, 2, and what? 1. So we have our descending order. Descending order. So we now want to move on to fraction. How we order what? Fraction. Using ascending or descending order. So let's take this example. Arrange 1 over 2, 1 over 3, and 1 over 7 in ascending order. Let me change this one. 1 over 7 and 1 over 3. You see, once we understand comparing fraction, this question becomes simple. Because under comparing fraction, I said always when you are given same numerators, the one with the least denominator is the greatest fraction. I repeat it again. Always when you are given same numerators, the one with the least denominator is the greatest fraction. And what is the least denominator here? Is what? 2. This means this is greater. After that, we move on to what? 1 over 3 and what? 1 over 7. But this question, they have asked you to arrange this fraction in what? Ascending what? Order. This means from smallest to what? Largest. And from smallest to largest, 1/7 is what? Smaller. Because always when giving same numerators, the one with the greatest denominator is always the least fraction. So we have 1/7. We move on to what? 1/3 and 1/2. This has been arranged in ascending order. So let's take another example. Arrange 1/4, 1/3, and 1/8 in descending order. So to arrange this in descending order, you ask yourself the meaning of descending order. Because once you don't understand that concept, you cannot what? Solve the question. And we know descending order, we start from the largest to the smallest. And to arrange this in descending order, always when giving same numerators, the one with the least denominator is always the greatest what? Fraction. So we start from 1/2 because this one is the what? Least denominator. So 1/2. We move on to 1/3, 1/4, and 1/8. So I have arranged this in descending order. Always, students find this topic very difficult. Because if you don't take care, you may take this as your greatest fraction, and that is wrong. Because I said always when giving same numerators, the one with the least denominator is the greatest fraction. This means the one with the greatest denominator is the least fraction. Let's take note. The last example under this session. 3. Arrange 2/6, 3/6, and 4/6 in descending order. You see now, I've given you different denominators, but in our previous example, I gave you same numerators. And as I said under comparing fractions, when giving same denominators, the one with the greatest numerator is always the greatest fraction. I repeat, when giving same denominators, the one with the greatest numerator is the greatest fraction. So to arrange this in descending order, this means 4/6 will be our first fraction. 2/6 will be the next fraction. And the last fraction will be what? 1/6. So descending order. So let me take the final example. When giving different numerators and different denominators. Because in our first and second question, I gave you same numerators, different denominators. And the second question was different numerators, same denominators. Our third question, I'm taking different numerators and different denominators. And once we have given you different numerators and different denominators, you change the denominators to same denominators. I repeat, I'm saying you change the denominators to same what? Denominators. So let me use this example to illustrate it. 1 over 2, 1 over 3, 2 over 3, and 3 over 4. If you are asked to arrange this fraction in ascending order, arrange in ascending order, you change this to same denominators. And to change this to same denominators, this means 2 times what number will give you 12? So 2 times what? 6. If you are changing it to same denominators, it means if here is 8, here should be 8, and here should be what? 8. But 2 times 4 is what? 8. 4 times 2 is what? 8. But what number times this is 8? We do not have. You must get a number in which if you multiply, we are getting the same denominators. So 2 times 6, we are getting what? 12. These two, we can get a number which, when multiplied by the number, you get 12 is what? 4. So 12. And these two by 3, we are getting what? 12. And under comparing fraction, I said once you have multiplied the denominator by a number, you multiply the numerator too by the same number. So this one becomes 1 times 6 over 2 times 6, 2 times 4 over 3 times 4, 3 times 3, and 4 times 3. So we have 6 over 12, 8 over 12, and 9 over 12. Now we have same denominators. And once we have same denominators, the fraction with the greatest numerator is always the greatest what? Fraction. And you are asked to arrange it in what? Ascending order. This means from the smallest to the what? Largest. So it's 6 over 12, 8 over 12, and what? 9 over 12. This is ascending what? Order. So if you are interested in this channel, you visit Mathematics for Primary, JHS and SHS. Please subscribe and share to many platforms. Thank you.